Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my pantry and my freezers. I have a chest freezer. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, then you know that I have a chest freezer, and that's usually where I film my grocery hauls and my food pantry hauls. And then I also have a little freezer attached to my fridge. And we don't really have a pantry. We have a set of silver shelves that I keep my food and some appliances on because my apartment is small and the kitchen doesn't have a pantry. And then I have two cupboards that have some food in them. My husband and I, as of the first of the year, are going to do a pantry challenge, and we're going to try to eat down some of the stuff that we have. We're really bad about going out to eat. I try to be super frugal, but going out to eat is one of the things that I am not very frugal on. And a pantry challenge is good in general. It's a good way to save some money. It's a good way to clean out your food stores. It's a good way to see what do we use, what do we not use. Because just because something's a good deal, if you buy, let's say, tomato soup and you all hate tomato soup, it doesn't matter how cheap you got it if nobody's gonna eat it. So it's a good way to say, like, hey, this all is stuff that we're not really eating, or hey, we don't have any of this and I would really like that. And then as you run out of stuff that you'll actually use, you can write it down for a shopping list for when you do go shopping. So I'm going to show you guys what stuff that we have. Now I'm not going to go through everything because especially in the chest freezer, I'm not going to dig everything out, but you'll be able to see the vast majority of the stuff that we have. Over here is some fiber supplements and some drinks. This is for help me get my water in. This is fruit punch. We actually are throwing a New Year's Eve party, and I'm going to be making a fruit punch jungle juice cocktail thing, so most of these will be gone. Some sparkling waters. These are those little Mios that I got in one of my food pantry hauls. And pretty much most of this drink stuff was free dumpster diving or from the pantry that I volunteer at. This is soups and some gravies. And then over here I've got baking soda and rice and my Splenda. And then down here we have different kinds of beans. We've got green beans and different black beans, light beans for chilies and different things. And then we've got corn. We have pasta sauces and stewed tomatoes. Some are canned, some I canned myself. A couple little convenience meals. These are pastas. This is tea, and these tea bags actually I found in the dumpster. Back there we've got some mac and cheese. We've got syrup. We've got some dressings. The Skinny Girl dressing is my favorite. I started using it when I started Weight Watchers. Breadcrumbs, some ramen noodles. This is protein powder. It's brand new with the plastic. I found this in the dumpster. I don't use protein powder, and neither does my husband. So I'm going to save it for a little while. If not, then I'm going to donate it to the local food pantry, or maybe there is a soup kitchen that I volunteer at, and they have a small food pantry. Somebody would love to have this. When I sell it in the dumpster, I was like, I need to save this. These are my snacks. There's some tuna back there, and some of these Fiber One Smart Bars. Those are really good, and some oatmeal. Down here, this isn't food, but this is my homemade soap. I get free bars of soap, and I grate them and mix it with water, and then it's hand soap and body wash for free. And then some more of my glass jars. And down here, this is like baking stuff. So that's sugar. This is canned pumpkin, a pie crust. We've got some cake mixes, some more sugar, some oil back there, and frosting, salt, brown sugar. We've got some muffin mix and cake mix, and some coconut. Like I said, I'm not going to pull everything out of the freezer, but as you can see, it's pretty full. These are some fruit, and most of this came from the dumpsters. And we've got some vegetables and some chicken and some flour. I didn't grow up with my mom keeping flour in the freezer, but I read online that that's a good way to store it if you have a lot. And I get it dumpster diving and from the pantry, so I end up with a lot. And there's a lot of meat in here. There's lots of chicken. These are homemade dog biscuits. I need to put this in a smaller container. My parents own a pet store, and I make homemade dog treats for them to sell there. And those seem pretty popular. This is pork loin. There's a turkey down there, some sauce. I've got a little pound cake. We've got a ton of stuff. What you can't see under all this meat is there's lots of cheese and more frozen fruit and vegetables. And there's some manicottis down there. That it's like, if you guys don't know what manicotti is, it's just a stuffed shell pasta. It's pre-made, so it's like a convenience meal, but it's homemade. So that'll be good too. Okay, this is my fridge. We have tons of sauces and condiments and different things. And then we've got lots of eggs. And as you guys can see, I have a little bit of a pickle fetish. And I've got lots of almond milks. My husband and I are mostly dairy-free. So there's some almond milk and coconut milk and more eggs and cheese. And we've got lots of apples. I actually got these from the farmer's market really cheap. And some juices down there. Then here in the freezer, as you guys can see, this one is really, really full too. Vegetables, and there's some vegan cheese and regular cheese, some luncheon meat, turkey drippings and different meats, and here's some mozzarella cheese. And we're actually going to use this. We're making pepperoni rolls for Christmas, so we're going to pull that out and use it. More meat and juice and steamable vegetables, and these are cut up apples. If your apples are starting to go bad and you don't get to them fast enough, if you peel and cut them up, then you can do all sorts of things with them. Homemade applesauce, pie filling, jams, different things like that. And then up there we have some cereal and some oatmeal. And in that basket is alcohol. We don't drink very much. We keep it up there, but most of that will probably be gone from our New Year's Eve party. I'm having to stand on a ladder for this. I'm awful short, so bear with me. There is puddings and jellos, and for our New Year's Eve party, we're actually going to make jello shots, so most of that jello will be gone. Back there, we've got like confectioner sugar and shake and bake and ketchup, and this is other like condiments. We have a soda stream, and we have one of the bottles back there that's peanut butter and coconut oil and little peppermints, more maraschino cherries and hot chocolate. And this is all my tea. These are different kinds of tea that I drink, and some more back there. And this stuff's really good in almond milk. It's like it's kind of like, it's supposed to taste like coffee, and it actually is really good. And up here is above my stove. This is my spices and different more baking stuff. There's some salt and like rice wine vinegar and cocoa powder and salt and some onion soup mix, cornstarch, different things like that for baking. So that's all my food that I have. Like I said, there's tons of stuff in the freezer and lots of stuff for us to eat on. And I will film a video once we've cleaned out some stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time, bye.